Hello everyone. I would like to give you an overview of NextLabs' Enterprise Digital Rights Management product. In this session, we will focus on two of the key data security challenges enterprises face today and how we can address these challenges using Enterprise Digital Rights Management (E-DRM). At NextLabs, we empower intelligent enterprises by providing industry-leading data-centric security solutions to protect business-critical data and applications. By employing a zero-trust data-centric security strategy, we go beyond mere perimeter defense. We provide robust data security for structured and unstructured data throughout its entire life cycle, ensuring its safety no matter where it resides or is shared. In doing so, we enable organizations to harness the power of advanced technology, drive decisions through data-centric analytics, and foster secure collaboration. At the core of NextLabs' approach is our unified policy platform and dynamic authorization policy engine, areas in which we advance new innovations in data-centric security. This is achieved with the 90+ patents we hold, along with 30 pending patents in both the United States and Europe, that are designed to automate least privilege access and safeguard information sharing. On the policy platform, business and security needs are digitized and stored as centrally managed attribute-based policies. During access attempts, the policy engine employs the dynamic authorization technology in real time, evaluating and authorizing access based on user, device, resource, and contextual attributes. With our continuous innovation and deep industry and subject matter expertise, NextLabs has helped more than 200 Global 2000 companies and federal agencies implement zero-trust architectures and data-centric security solutions to address information risk, regulatory compliance, data governance, access management, safeguard AI, and secure collaboration challenges. In today's digital landscape, every organization is undergoing a significant transformation to become more agile, efficient, and competitive. A key part of this journey involves consolidating enterprise data and leveraging artificial intelligence (AI) to enable faster go-to-market strategies while expanding globally, entering new markets, forming regional partnerships, and optimizing supply chains to accelerate growth. To succeed in these endeavors, companies must establish partnerships in new regions to drive local business development, collaborate with suppliers to build more resilient and efficient supply chains, leverage global talent and innovation networks to stay ahead of the competition. However, to enable such collaboration, there arises a critical and unavoidable need to share data across partners, suppliers, and regional entities. This creates a need to protect the file which is shared across regions, partner, and supplier. To stay competitive and agile, many organizations are moving away from legacy software systems and adopting modern applications that are compatible with the latest technologies, including smartphones, tablets, and IoT devices. This digital transformation is essential for improving user experience, operational efficiency, and real-time decision-making. However, in the process, many organizations face a significant challenge as their data is often scattered across multiple environments, such as cloud platforms, shared services, file servers, and legacy systems, without proper visibility or control. There arises a need to secure the scattered data. As AI becomes central to business innovation, organizations use sensitive data to train models and generate outputs. This data often includes critical IP, designs, and insights, making it highly valuable and vulnerable. Without proper protection, there's a serious risk of data leakage, requiring strong safeguards across the AI lifecycle. There is a very big digital divide between the need to share and the need to protect for organizations. NextLabs Zero Trust Data-Centric Security is built to help enterprises close the digital divide. Now, I would like to discuss how NextLabs does that with two examples of the key enablers important to succeed in today's digital economy. First, protect AI system and integrity of AI model and output. Second, safeguard information sharing in supply chain collaboration. Enterprise digital rights management is an essential technology to balance the need to share with the need to protect, provided by NextLabs. Let me explain what it is and how that works first. Then, I will explain how we can help deliver the solution to these two key enablers. What is Enterprise Digital Rights Management, E-DRM? Enterprise Digital Rights Management, E-DRM, provides persistent control over the access and usage of digital information, regardless of where the data resides, whether inside or outside an organization's systems or firewall. E-DRM ensures that sensitive data remains protected throughout its entire life cycle, at rest when the data is stored, in motion when the data is being transmitted, and in use when the data is being accessed or manipulated. E-DRM starts with, first, data protection with embedded metadata. In the first step in E-DRM is to protect sensitive data by attaching metadata that defines security and control policies. This metadata stays with the file, ensuring persistent protection. Second, policy-based access and usage control. Rules are defined to govern both access and usage of the protected files based on user identity, roles, or context. Access control determines who can access the file, for example, employees, partners, suppliers. And the usage control specifies what actions the user can perform after accessing the file, for example, view, edit, print, copy, or save as. Third, enforcement of policies in real time. Every time a user attempts to access a protected file, the E-DRM system enforces the defined policies, ensuring secure and compliant usage. Lastly, monitoring and security analytics. All file interactions are logged and monitored. This includes who accessed the data, when, from where, and what actions were performed. These events feed into security analytics tools to detect anomalies and ensure compliance with organizational and regulatory policies. Next, let's get more into NextLabs' E-DRM approach. NextLabs Enterprise Digital Rights Management E-DRM, also known as SkyDRM, is purpose-built to ensure compliance and safeguard intellectual property, IP, and trade secrets across the extended enterprise. It provides persistent data protection throughout the entire information lifecycle, from creation to sharing, usage, and monitoring. Now, let me explain the information lifecycle with NextLabs E-DRM. First, protection. Automated or user-driven protection. NextLabs E-DRM supports both automated and user-initiated protection to protect file anywhere it is located. Furthermore, there is flexible policy definition. Users can define ad hoc sharing rules, or administrators can centrally define organizational policies based on user attributes such as role and department, resource attributes like file classification and sensitivity, and environmental attributes including device, location, and time. Second, storage. Applications-initiated protection, where applications can be configured to automatically initiate file protection workflows. Also, protected storage, where files remain secured whether stored within an application or locally on a user system. Third, usage. There is view-only access, where NextLabs provides web and desktop viewers to enable secure, read-only access to protected files. Also, seamless editing. When permissions allow, the NextLabs SkyDRM desktop works with the native application OOTB to allow users to work with protected files transparently, maintaining the usage controls in the background. Fourth, sharing. There is flexible sharing options, where protected files can be shared through email, FTP servers, cloud storage, or any data store supported by the application. Additionally, there is persistent enforcement of rules. No matter how the file is shared, accessed, and used, these are always governed by the embedded E-DRM policies, ensuring the data remains secure and usable only under defined conditions. And lastly, monitoring. There is activity tracking, where E-DRM continuously tracks the location of the file and logs all user interactions. Furthermore, there is centralized monitoring and analytics, where all events are collected on a central server, enabling organizations to monitor file usage, detect suspicious behavior, and perform advanced security analytics and auditing. Let's explore how E-DRM helps organizations overcome two critical challenges. As organizations increasingly adopt AI technologies to accelerate processes and maintain a competitive edge, data security and governance become paramount. AI systems interact with vast amounts of sensitive information, making them a prime target for cyber threats and data leaks. To ensure a secure and compliant AI ecosystem, 4 key areas must be effectively governed and protected. First, access governance to AI systems. It is essential to control who can access AI systems, including defining levels of access based on roles and responsibilities. Failure to properly secure access can result in unauthorized usage, exposure of sensitive data, and compromise AI operations. Second, safeguarding of AI training data and models. One of the most critical threats is the leakage of AI training datasets and trained models. These models often contain patterns learned from highly sensitive organizational data. If compromised, they can inadvertently expose proprietary or confidential information. Third, security of business and transactional data processed by AI. AI systems often analyze and process business-critical and transactional data. This data must be secured during ingestion, processing, and storage to maintain data integrity, prevent tampering, and ensure compliance. Fourth, protection of AI-generated outputs. AI outputs can range from simple responses to complex assets like documents, reports, diagrams, or even 3D augmented reality designs. Since these outputs are derived from sensitive training data, they must be protected to prevent intellectual property leakage or unauthorized distribution. Out of the 4 key AI security challenges, NextLabs E-DRM can directly address safeguarding AI training data, trained models, and output of the AI systems. As organizations adopt AI to drive innovation in product and design workflows, especially in domains like 3D modeling, architecture, and digital manufacturing, it's critical to recognize and mitigate the unique security risks introduced at each stage of the AI augmented design pipeline. Let's explore the 5 key stages and their associated risks. First, 3D design data pipeline. This is the stage where raw 3D data used for AI training is collected and prepared. At this point, IP theft and data poisoning are major concerns. Imagine a scenario where a malicious actor gains access to your raw 3D CAD files and subtly alters design parameters. This tampering could result in flawed designs or potentially hazardous real-world products, a textbook case of data poisoning. Second, AI model training. In this phase, the prepared data is fed into AI systems for training. The confidentiality and integrity of the training data must be strictly enforced to prevent leakage. If your training data sets contain proprietary schematics or component designs and are leaked or accessed without authorization, it could result in trade secret exposure and severe competitive disadvantage. Third, trained AI model. Once trained, the AI model becomes a valuable digital asset. Protecting it from tampering, reverse engineering, and unauthorized access is crucial. An attacker could inject adversarial changes into the model, leading it to generate flawed outputs, or worse, extract and leak sensitive patterns from its training data through reverse engineering. Fourth, design augmentation. Here, users provide input parameters and optimization goals, for example, cost reduction, weight minimization, and carbon neutrality, for the AI to enhance or generate new designs. The risk lies in adversarial prompts or manipulation of design intent. A bad actor could submit manipulated inputs to trick the AI into producing unstable or non-compliant designs, particularly dangerous in engineering or manufacturing contexts. Fifth, augmented design output. At this final stage, the AI produces its output, ranging from 3D models and blueprints to AR/VR designs. Since these outputs are derived from proprietary data and intellectual property, they must be secured against leakage or unauthorized sharing. Imagine an AI-generated design for a next-gen product being leaked through a compromised email or cloud storage. Such breaches could have catastrophic implications for product launch and competitive positioning. Most data security risks in the AI augmented design lifecycle can be effectively mitigated by applying enterprise digital rights management (E-DRM) to key assets, namely the training data, trained models, and augmented design outputs. Since E-DRM provides persistent protection and policy enforcement, it ensures that data remains secure regardless of where it resides or how it is shared. By embedding access and usage controls directly into the data, E-DRM maintains end-to-end security throughout the entire AI augmented design lifecycle. As companies grow, they inevitably expand their footprint across multiple countries, form strategic partnerships, and work with a wide network of suppliers. This expansion may also include joint ventures, mergers, or acquisitions to enter new markets or scale operations. In these scenarios, organizations face the critical need to securely share sensitive information, such as R&D data and intellectual property (IP) in joint ventures or collaborative product development. Procurement documents like purchase orders, invoices, and shipment forecasts with suppliers, information that directly impacts daily and monthly production output. Sales and marketing materials, pricing strategies, and strategic plans with partners to accelerate go-to-market efforts. Despite the potential global growth, one of the major key challenges companies face is difficulty achieving the expected operational synergies. This is especially true when navigating complex international regulatory environments while enabling seamless global operations. What are the risks in a global secure collaboration environment? The diagram on the right side illustrates the various types of risk organizations face when operating in a secure global collaboration environment. Among these, protecting intellectual property (IP) consistently emerges as the highest priority for most companies. Why is IP protection so critical? The impact of IP leakage or loss can be severely damaging across several dimensions. Loss of first-mover advantage. In fast-paced industries such as high-tech, electronics, or consumer devices, where products are frequently refreshed, losing proprietary designs or innovations can allow competitors to quickly replicate offerings, eroding your lead in the market. Product commoditization. Many companies operate global supply chains in emerging markets and aim to sell in those same regions. If IP is leaked or stolen, predatory competitors, both local and global, can produce imitative products, driving prices down and commoditizing offerings. This leads to significant damage to brand equity, pricing strategies, and profit margins. Litigation costs versus brand damage. Legal action to recover stolen IP can be costly and at times counterproductive. For example, in the Cisco versus Huawei IP dispute between 2003 and 2004, Cisco accused Huawei of patent infringement and source code theft. Although the issue was eventually resolved, Cisco suffered reputational harm in China, where local media portrayed it as a bullying multinational corporation. The reputational damage far outweighed any legal gains. When companies collaborate with supply chain partners without proper security measures, they expose themselves to operational disruptions, data leakage or misuse, reduced visibility, and degraded performance across the supply chain. This is especially true in global collaboration scenarios where the risk of data exposure is elevated. Now, let's see in detail the risk in the partner collaboration information lifecycle. The partner collaboration lifecycle spans multiple business functions, starting from marketing and moving through design, manufacturing, logistics, sales, and service. At each stage, sensitive data is exchanged between organizations, and ensuring secure, compliant collaboration is critical. Let's walk through the key phases and the data protection challenges involved. In the marketing phase, organizations collaborate with partners on campaign planning, market research, branding assets, and marketing guidelines. How can organizations enforce confidentiality and non-disclosure agreements when sharing sensitive campaign data? During the design phase, partners share CAD files, component specifications, prototypes, and simulation models. This is the phase with the highest risk of intellectual property theft. How can I ensure that shared design data is only accessible to authorized project members? Finalized designs are handed off to manufacturing partners for production, which may be manual or automated. How do I ensure that partners only receive and view the specific IP relevant to their task and nothing more? At this logistics stage, organizations and partners coordinate on shipment schedules, demand forecasts, and order tracking. How can I protect logistics data and ensure secure delivery of critical information across the supply chain? In the sales phase, companies share pricing models, customer data, and rebate programs. How can I protect this sensitive data and ensure only selected individuals can access it, minimizing the risk of competitive leakage? Post-delivery, service teams may require access to product documentation, design models, and maintenance or warranty data. How can I secure this data during field service operations, ensuring service partners only access what they need? Overall, how do I ensure my data is always in compliance, no matter where it travels or who accesses it? NextLabs Enterprise Digital Rights Management (E-DRM) provides robust, policy-driven protection that enables secure and compliant collaboration across the extended enterprise. It addresses critical pain points in global partner ecosystems by enabling organizations to protect customer intellectual property (IP) by securing sensitive design files and product concepts while collaborating with customers on joint product development. Control access to corporate and partner IP by enforcing information sharing agreements through only authorized users, internal or external, can access specific data. Establish information barriers to create logical separations between teams to prevent conflicts of interest and support regulatory or ethical boundaries. Secure multi-level global design collaboration by protecting both corporate and partner IP in complex multi-tiered product design environments spanning geographies and organizational boundaries. Secure data sharing is critical for global collaboration and AI-driven innovation. NextLabs E-DRM ensures your sensitive data stays protected wherever it goes.